Today's scripture is from Matthew chapter 28, verses 1 to 10. After the Sabbath, as the first day of the week was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord, descending from heaven, came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing white as snow. For fear of him, the guards shook and became like dead men. But the angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he has been raised, as he said. Come, see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples, he has been raised from the dead, and indeed he is going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him. This is my message for you." So they left the tomb quickly with fear and great joy and ran to tell his disciples. Suddenly Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." And they came to him, took hold of his feet, and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers and sisters to go to Galilee. There they will see me."
Well, this whole summer we have been talking about divine disruptions, and I don't think there is a bigger disruption than the one that comes to us on Easter morning in this passage. It is an Easter morning scripture that we normally would read on Resurrection Day, but in the Christian tradition, we actually believe that every Sunday is Resurrection Day, or like my favorite little ditty goes, every morning is Easter morning from now on. So we get the biggest disruption of all when even death is disrupted for life again. Everything that the women expected was disrupted. As Jerry said, they went to apply spices to a body and there was no body. Their job was disrupted. Their expectations were disrupted. The order of life itself was disrupted. And so as we continue to do this exploration of divine disruptions, looking at when God breaks the rules, we see the biggest rule breaker of all on this day. A God who does not do what we expect, who doesn't bless the status quo, who breaks it all open, the tomb itself broken open. A spirit who refuses to stay confined in tombs or sanctuaries, slipping through the cracks, interrupting our plans, and daring us to live differently. So over this summer, we've met a rule-breaking Jesus who picked grain on the Sabbath, who eats with sinners, who flips tables and tells parables that turn the world upside down. We've seen a God who throws open banquets to the outcasts and insists the margins are the center of the feast. We've had our church ritual disrupted in weird and wonderful ways. I hope you like that second part, the wonderful part. Sometimes very unexpected ways, from phone calls from Kansas City that disrupted Ken Wyant's sermon, to the disruption within, when you had to see how my head rustled with writing a sermon, to a service disrupted by a wedding feast, an immersive parable of communion, to last week when COVID disrupted my plans, but gave us a creative sermon by the Davenports as Jerry and Richard unpacks Peter's disrupted prayer and God's law-breaking as dietary laws changed and their In-N-Out burger became a sacrifice of a gift to our God. Thank you. But disruption isn't just parables and table flipping or even doing church a little differently. On that first Easter morning, the earth shook. The stone rolled. The tomb was split open. And regardless of what exactly happened for our historical-minded folks, the world has never been the same. Now, our lives may not quake with earthquakes. Our stones may not roll away in plain sight, but resurrection calls to us just the same. Because if death can disrupt life, life can disrupt death, hatred, injustice, and despair can also be disrupted. So the question is, now that we've been shaken by the Spirit, what are we going to do? Will we stay here and be safe? Silent? We've got good air conditioning. It's not a bad idea. Or will we go, like the woman at the tomb, to tell, to live, to love, and to disrupt the world? The world doesn't need more churches that play it safe. There's a lot of them. It needs resurrection people who are bold enough to be the interruptions, to interrupt violence, to interrupt hatred, to interrupt that silence when we know that there are people suffering around the world, at the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, and in our own communities right here. The church isn't a sanctuary from the world, it's a launch pad to it. Resurrection wasn't just a miracle to marvel at, to wonder about, to think, did it really happen? Instead, it was a call to move, go out, tell them, show them, disrupt what they think they know. So today we go. We still got 20 minutes left of the service. Not to escape the brokenness, because we know it's here, but to disrupt it with beauty. Not to argue people into belief, we can't do that, but to love them with hope. Not to win culture wars, but to live as if God's kingdom has already broken in. So today we're not just going to talk about faith, we're going to go practice it. And we're going to live it. We're going to become it. So I want you to let your sign be seen, let your voice be heard, let your feet follow the Spirit wherever she leads you, and disrupt in the name of peace. Disrupt in the name of justice. Disrupt in the name of a love that will not let us go, because this is what it means to live the resurrected, disrupted life. To go. To go with an open heart. To go with your fists unclenched and your heart and spirit burning. So you have 4 options in the next 20 minutes. One option is to demonstrate. In this corner of our sanctuary, you will find some signs that say a little bit about who we are. It's not to protest, but to promote. Jesus was an undocumented immigrant, Irvine UCC, and we believe in justice for all. If you don't like this sign, you can make your own. In that corner, I want you to walk right out the door and show Irvine who we are. We'll demonstrate I know it's hot, so let's do 15 minutes. Or you can join in prayer. But you're going to leave this space. We're going to go in the wisdom rooms. We're not going to leave very far. You'll still get the air conditioning. But to really focus our hearts and to put our minds and our spirit aligned with prayer. And Jerry will be with you for that. We're going to make some rice bags. Now, I know this is a small and easy thing, but representative of our community. We're immigrants right here in Irvine, in Orange County, are afraid to leave their homes. And so our wonderful co-chair of Mission and Service shared with me that she spoke to El Centro in Santa Ana and has said that if we make some rice bags, that would be a great way for us to give people to take them home. So symbolically we're doing this, and you can go right outside of the church office where there's a table with 60 pounds of rice, and you're invited to put 2 bags of rice into a bag and make as many bags as you can. And the final thing, for those of you who are ready to go into your car, go into a store, take the shopping list, and buy whatever you are comfortable donating to these folks. And then come back, and we'll deliver it for you. Bring it back here, just put it in the bin. And the service will continue at 5:30 p.m. at Newport Dunes when we baptize and share the love of what it means to be part of a community in connection with Creator. So go. We're not going to sing anymore. We're not going to do anything else. You're just going to go with the blessing. Sorry, you young. She's gone. She doesn't even know I'm still here. There she is. Go. Just go. Right there are the signs over there. In the wisdom room is prayer. Outside is rice bags. Right in the narthex is the shopping list. Here you go, right here, right here.